Things are working out according to my ultimate design. Soon I'll have that little mermaid and the ocean will be mine.
Hey friends, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So if you can't tell by the title of the video and that intro, today's video is super special because it is my first ever collab video that I've ever done here on my channel. And I'm so happy that it's during Halloween, and I'm so pleased to say that it is with my very good friend, Monika Vazquez. If you guys don't know who she is, you need to stop what you're doing right now, pause this video, head to her channel. I'm going to put her info somewhere around the screen, but definitely down below in the description box. She's absolutely amazing, and I'm so honored to do a collab with her. I'm so happy that she's the first person I ever collaborated with. So she did her take on Maleficent. As you can't tell, we did Disney villains. She did Maleficent, and she freaking killed it. You guys need to go check out that video as well and show her some love. And I did my take on Ursula turning into Vanessa, which is who she turns into to try to steal Prince Eric away from Ariel at the end of the movie. I just wanted to come on here really quick and do a little intro since today's video is a special collab video. I wanted to let you guys in and fill you in with that, but I'm not going to talk too much because I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe to Blanca and check out her video as well. If you want to see how to get this look, then please keep watching. What's up, guys? So welcome back. I have my eyebrow already covered for the side that's going to be Ursula. I have some contacts on, and I wanted to show you guys that I do have a shirt on because I do look a little naked. But let's go ahead and get started. So starting with the side that is the Glam Vanessa side, I'm just filling in my eyebrows with the brow pencil, and I'm doing my eyebrows very, very defined, completely filled in, not a really natural looking brow, because you know these Disney princesses and these Disney characters, all of their features are always over the top, and they're always like on fleek, and they're just always popping. So I know I wanted my brows to be very structured like Vanessa's in the movie, so I filled in my eyebrows a little darker and a little bit more like sketched out usually. Oh, as you guys can see, I was really happy that I have an actual mirror. I always use my little naked palette, so now I have this mirror and I feel pretty cool. So now I'm just cleaning up my eyebrows with some concealer to make sure that they are super, super sharp. And this is really going to help lift our brow because, like I said, these Disney characters, their features are always standing out, and they're always like super, you know, super precise and unrealistic and perfect, right? So I try to get my facial structure as, you know, defined as possible. So here I'm taking my eye primer and just applying it on the eye and then setting it with the powder, and then going in with just like a very neutrally crease color, just because she doesn't have a lot of eyeshadow going on, but she has a really pretty like defined crease with just a little bit of structure. So I knew I wanted to add a little bit, and then you know they have like the perfect eye shape. So I take my eyeliner and do a thin line from the inner and the outer corner, and then I elongate it on that inner corner a little bit to kind of give me a more sexy, sultry look. And then of course I wing it out. They don't have big old wings and dramatic eyeshadow most of the time, but I know that they have really pretty almond, like elongated eyes. So I know I wanted to do a little baby wing just to make a nice little shape, and then of course adding some mascara and cleaning up any fallout. Now I'm just applying some eyelashes. By the way, all the products that I am using today in this video are going to be down below in the description box for you guys to check out if you're interested in any of the products that I'm using. So now I'm going in with my foundation, my regular foundation that I always use, just focusing it on the Glam side since we're going to be purple on the other side. There's no reason for me to waste foundation and apply it on the other side.
And then I'm taking a concealer that's way lighter than my skin tone. This is a concealer that I never really use because of how white it is, but I wanted her face to be super snatched, and I wanted my features, like I said, to really stand out. So I'm taking my concealer and just highlighting heavy all over my face, even underneath my jawline, which is something I never really do with concealer, but she has a very structured, like, cheekbone jawline area, which I don't, because she has more of like a thinner face. My face can be a little round with my little cheeks, so I know I wanted to try to make my features as similar to Vanessa's as possible. So I went ahead and just really highlighted those areas, and then of course going in and setting all of that with the translucent powder. And I did let that bake honestly for about 10 minutes just to really bring out the brightness from my skin. Again, to make my features look super, you know, to make them really stand out. Now brushing all of that away and setting the rest of my face with whatever's on there, now we can move on to contouring. So I'm just taking a bronzing shade and really contouring out my cheekbones. And I'm applying a heavy amount of this also to my jawline, again to thin out my face a little bit, and I'm applying it kind of like in the shape of a 3, so starting on my forehead, then going to my jawline, or my cheekbone, and then going down to my jawline. So it kind of works in the shape of a 3. And now I went ahead and applied some blush as well, since she is a little bit more rosy on the cheeks compared to me. And then cleaned it up with some more translucent powder, added some highlight, and then we'll move on. So I took a little bit of that same contouring shade and just ran it underneath my eye. I didn't put any eyeliner or anything in my waterline, just so my eye can look a little bit more opened up. And applying that eyeshadow underneath is really going to help that as well. So now I'm just coating my lower lashes with mascara, and that glam side is done. So let's start on Ursula. So you can totally skip this part where I was sketching it out, because it doesn't even come into play at the end of the video, but I just wanted to show you guys because that's what I did in the tutorial. Now I'm taking that same eye primer that I used before. This is a very light base eye primer, so this is going to make all of the eyeshadows really stand out. So I set that with the powder, and then I moved on to this purple shade from the Morphe 35B palette. And I pretty much work with this shade and the purple shade underneath this whole tutorial. So I'm first applying it in my crease and really blowing this color out. I really decided to blow this color out because I didn't want to put any of the cream product around my eye, so there wasn't any creasing going on. So I applied a bunch of purple eyeshadow around my eye to kind of, you know, take place of the cream purple that I'm going to be applying later on. That way we can just avoid creasing, but it's still purple and it's still really pretty. So to really deepen that, I'm taking this darker purple and really blowing this out. So I'm treating my eyebrow as my new crease, if you will. So I'm really blowing it out, going up towards my eyebrow. And then I cleaned up some, you know, fallout with the makeup wipe, which you don't really have to do. I don't know why I did that, but I did, just out of habit. And now I'm cutting my crease with some concealer, and I'm really making this like the size of a planet. Like, I'm really making it very big and very dramatic, because this is going to be our extended eyelid, if you will. So once you set that with the powder, I'm taking a mixture of these two blue eyeshadows, and you can use whatever eyeshadow you have. These are the ones that I'm using, and I'm just taking my finger to first distribute the product all over my lid, just to really get the full pigment out of it. And then I'm going to take a brush and just fill in any of the spaces that my little finger can get into. And then I'm taking a eyeliner, and I'm going to start kind of rounding out that blue eyeshadow to make it look a little bit more cartoonish and a little bit more defined. I wasn't sure what kind of Ursula I wanted to go for, but it was after this point that I decided I wanted to do a very like glam version of Ursula. So that's what that's the ball that I rolled with, and I really liked how this look came out, and I hope you guys recreate it because I think you guys would rock the shit out of it. So these little body crayons I actually got at the dollar store. I got a purple one and I got a blue one and a pink one. So I first laid down this purple that is a little bit more pink. So I took the blue and put it right on top and started to mix them together, and then it turns purple. This worked way better as a base than cream makeup did from like Walmart. This has more of like a tacky base, and it is a little bit more pigmented, but it definitely wasn't like a full opaque purple. But I knew that was okay. It kind of worked in our favor because, as you can see, around the perimeter of my face, it's darker purple, and then I faded it out going towards my highlighting areas. This again will just help us in the end when it comes to highlighting and contouring the Ursula side. It's kind of like doing a cream contour and then doing your actual powder contour on top. So I knew it worked as a super good base, so I just applied it all over my head, and then I went in with a purple eyeshadow just to set it to make it super opaque, and this worked out perfectly. It didn't feel heavy on my skin. Again, those were only $1 at the dollar store, so $2 to get this purple base, and then taking a purple eyeshadow that is pretty similar to the actual color of the purple itself. And I'm just using this again to make it more opaque, more pigmented, and to set everything in place. So when we go in to contour this side with other powders, it'll be powders on top of other powders. So it'll be a very easy blend, and nothing's going to be patchy, or it's not going to pull any of the cream product around. Since we do have that powder base laid down, it's really just going to help us out in the end because powders blend so much better on other powders. But you can use any color purple that you want, and I'm taking a smaller brush just to add some purple to the areas that bigger brush didn't really fit into. As you can see, those lines that I was sketching out before I started filling it in, those are gone now. I basically just did it down, down the middle of my face and kind of just, blended out the edges, kind of look like I'm slowly meshing into her. So once you set your face with all the purple, I'm taking a white eyeshadow and just highlighting my whole face to add some more dimension. We're going to make Ursula super snatched because in the movie, yes, she's a sea witch, but she is hella snatched and she knows she's like the shit, right? So I knew I wanted to really make this Ursula super glam as hell. So I went ahead and highlighted my face with some white eyeshadow. And now moving on to the eyebrows, I decided to go in with an eyeshadow before I go in with an eyeliner, just to make sure I get the right shape down, because if I would have messed up with the eyeliner, it would have been really hard to remove, especially on top of that purple base. So I went ahead and just did it with eyeshadow first, and then applied some more white eyeshadow underneath the brow to really give a nice lift. And I think that changed up the eyes a little bit too. So I really liked the effect that white eyeshadow gave on top of that eye like that. And now I'm taking my liquid liner and now defining that eyebrow and really making it super sharp and pigmented. Just have a really steady hand with this and it should be easy to do and you'll be good to go. So now taking one of the purple eyeshadows that I used prior, this is the darker shade. I'm using this just to contour my face. I slowly start to build it up. At first it was looking a little patchy, but once I built it up about 2 or 3 times, that patchiness went away and her cheekbone was snatched. So just be patient with everything. Don't try to rush anything because her face, opposed to all my other videos where you can be a little messy, her face is super snatched. So you want to make sure that you take your time. So once you contour the hell out of her face, you can move on to eyelashes. And again, all the products that I'm using in today's video are going to be listed down below in the description box. So don't forget to check that out if you want to see what products I used today. And of course, add that signature red lip on the Ursula side, along with a little beauty mark underneath the lip. And then I used a more cranberry pinkish shade on this side for Vanessa. And I want to apologize, guys, because I did draw a tentacle on my chest, as you can see from the intro and stuff. But I was completely covering myself drawing it with this big old mirror. I have to get used to, doing makeup with this big mirror because I covered my whole chest area when I was doing it because I was really into making sure it looked good. So I'm so sorry, but that step is definitely optional. You don't have to do that. And well, there you have it. That's going to finish this video up. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in. Again, don't forget to subscribe to Blanca as well. And check out her Maleficent video. It is so badass. You guys won't regret it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. And as always, I'm going to catch you in my next one. Bye, guys.